Hello and welcome to my channel. Mimi here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today what I want to do for you is my first fresh floral arrangement for 2025. I am doing this arrangement in preparation for my upcoming wedding series that I'll be bringing to you very soon. I'll be using some fresh roses, some eucalyptus, some lemon leaf, and some other items to create this arrangement. It's going to be a little bit different from what I've done before. I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to adjust my camera because I want to make sure that you get to see everything that I'm doing for you. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Thanks for coming back. First thing that I did was to prep the wet foam, and I have it in the tray secure on what I'm going to use. And now I'm just going to start adding some of the lemon leaf. I'm going to go all the way around the wet foam with the lemon leaf, and this is going to be a low profile floral arrangement specifically for the type of setting that I'm going to do on the table. Here's a quick tip for you when you are buying your greenery. Always make sure to buy more than what you think you need, because more than likely you are going to need more. I did 2 bunches of the lemon leaf. I used 1 full bunch, and then I started to use a portion of the second bunch. Had quite a bit left, which was absolutely fine. I just used that in a different floral arrangement with some other flowers. So you still get good use out of your greenery. So go ahead and buy more than you actually think you need. I'm using the greenery to build a nice bed, soft bed for the flowers that I'm going to add to it. What I'm going to use for this is a dozen roses, eucalyptus, lemon leaf as you see there, snapdragons, and bells of Ireland along with wax flower. So I'm starting by adding the long stem roses to the wet foam and the greenery. I'm cutting them longer in the front because I want this to drape over the side of the table. So I'm inserting that first one closer to the edge of the green foam, and I'm going to do the same thing with the next few roses as well. I'm alternating the colors as part of the design. The pink, well, they're really purple as to what the florist told me. They're purple, but they have the nice hints of light pink in there too. And it's going to all blend in with everything that I'm doing. I'm cutting the next layer of roses even shorter because I'm putting those up a little bit closer to the top. Again, working to achieve a cascading look to the floral arrangement. And I'm going to cut some even shorter and put those on the other side. That is the side that will be facing the couple. And so I want them to be able to enjoy the fresh flowers that are in the arrangement too. And now for my draping effect, I have the eucalyptus that I'm just cleaning off down at the bottom, getting all of the leaves off. And I'm going to give it a real quick snip at the end. And then I'm going to add that to the green foam and push that in real good. And that's going to start that draping effect that I'm looking for with this arrangement. The flowers that I'm using, I was able to get them at a great price from my local florist. They were 50% off, and for my local florist, that is something that they do on a Saturday at the end of the week, more than likely to try to get rid of some of the flowers that they have had all week long. Still good quality, even though they may be a few days old. 50% off on the roses. Roses were $2 each, and so that helped quite a bit with keeping the cost down on this arrangement. So I would say to you, check with some of the local florists in your area and see if this is something that they offer. Now, bear in mind that if they do offer it, they may not offer it during some of their peak times, which is right about down with Valentine's Day. And then we have Mother's Day coming up, and then we have Easter. So those holidays where they're just so busy and every flower really counts for them, they may not offer a discount during those peak times. But they are certainly worth making a phone call to some of your local florists just to see if they do have discounted where you can go into their refrigerated area where they have all their flowers and their greenery and pretty much pick what you want, or pretty much pick what they have left on hand. Most of them do have roses and greenery. They have the greenery that you may not find at some of the other stores that you go to, local grocery stores, or to one of my favorites, Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's will have greenery, however, they run out very quickly and they may not have the volume or the number or the amount that you may need as you are creating a floral arrangement for your home. Now the snapdragons are being cut and added to the floral arrangement. Real pretty color purple in there to give it just some more definition, some more brightness in that. And I'm just cutting it long and short and placing it around the floral arrangement. I have a few more roses left. I always leave a couple left over just in case I want to add one or two in a different spot. And now what I'm going to add is the wax flower. Wax flower is so beautiful, it's so wispy, and it is going to give this arrangement a lot of movement. I've got a big bunch of that, plenty to add all the way around the floral arrangement, and you'll just see just how much it gives more life to it with the springiness of the wax flower. I'm adding some of the smaller pieces of the eucalyptus to kind of round out the draping that I'm doing on the arrangement. I'm going to add more of the wax flower for, again, more movement within the arrangement. And then I think I have a couple more items that I'm going to add to this as well. The smaller pieces of the wax flower are being added to the top of the arrangement, and as I add that wax flower to the top, you can just really see how it just fills in and it gives so much more movement within the arrangement. The last addition to the floral arrangement will be the bells of Ireland. I have two of them, and so I'm just snipping those, taking a little bit of the green that's at the end before I insert it into the wet foam. Adding the Bell of Ireland to this floral arrangement adds to the draping that I'm looking to accomplish with, because it's such a long vine and it hangs down perfectly at the end of the floral arrangement. And now I'm just doing my finishing touches with the last pieces of wax flower. Eucalyptus is kind of what I like to call my last looks when I'm doing my floral arrangements. Just making sure that I'm using everything that I have, everything that I paid for to put it together with, and also to make sure that I am covering up any spots that may have occurred as I inserted the other flowers into the wet foam. And so that's where a lot of that lemon leaf is coming back in to do some coverage for me, to add more greenery, and to just dress up the floral arrangement just a little bit more. And this is the way it turns out. It turned out just the way I envisioned it. The colors are vibrant. The white roses add to it, the purple slash pink roses, and then the eucalyptus and the bell of Ireland draping over gives it just a look that I wanted, along with the wax flower to give it a lot of movement within the arrangement. I certainly hope this gives you some inspiration for something to try on your next floral arrangement. Please subscribe to my channel and make sure you come back as I present my wedding series, A Winter Wedding, for Valentine's Day. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and of course, whatever you do and wherever you go, be blessed.